I really learned how to journal, and then it changed my life. It changed my life. I ended up writing a book from it. It just really changed my life. So y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I am your girl Kim, the Joy Chemist, and welcome to the Pure Chemistry YouTube channel. And I'm coming to you live and in all these colors from the Pure Chemistry Laboratory. This is my craft room I'm in, so I decided to switch it up because the gray wall wasn't really working for me. It was really boring. So yeah, so look, and I actually look, this is legit. It might be backwards. The Pure Chemistry Laboratory. This is legit. It was established in September of 2015. I really actually need to hang that up somewhere and not let it just be laying. But because I decluttered everything in my last videos, part 1 and part 2, I can actually come in here and record, and y'all can see the colors and the mosaic of everything. So I'm so excited. Welcome to my channel. You missed me? I miss you, so you had to miss me. If you didn't miss me, just act like it. So look, been talking about decluttering, cleaning up, spring cleaning this month, the month of March. It's almost done. I wanted to kind of round out the month with something I was thinking about. I was going back and thinking about the videos that I did. If you haven't seen the videos, go back and watch part 1 and part 2 of decluttering. I talk about decluttering your physical space and your mental space. So I thought about it because I kind of started to talk about brain dumping and journaling and kind of getting things off your mind and things like that. So I was like, what if some people don't know how to journal? So look, this video is going to be about journaling and kind of help with your emotional declutter, more or less. So I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best to teach you how to journal. Let's get into it. This is how we do it. We are living in a world of uncertainty right now. Nobody knows exactly what's going on. Are we good or are we not good? Like, what's really going on? So it's so many ideas, so many thoughts, so many just stuff. It's just stuff just running through your mind all the time. For a lot of people, I know I was like that. It was a lot of stuff going on for me, and I was just like, okay, I have to figure out a way to grab a hold of this, because I can't. It's so much stuff going on in your mind, and it's just like you can't keep up. You don't know if you're coming or going. A lot of people don't know what it is they're actually supposed to do in their life, their purpose, what it is, why am I here? Why am I here? I question that for myself. Why am I here? What am I supposed to be doing? Because sometimes it got to the point where it's like, am I drowning? I feel like I'm drowning because I feel like there's a layer of stuff that is just like, it's so much great going on the inside of me, and I'm just sitting there on the surface. I'm like, I want to get out of here. I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly. I don't know what movie that's from. Anyway, I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly. Like, what's going on? But I couldn't. My printer just decided to go off. Ain't nobody got time. I'm gonna turn this up. The way I figured out how to quiet my mind, calm myself, and actually find my purpose was writing and journaling. That's why I have all of these. I got journals galore. Like, I got all these journals, all of them, and all of them have writing in them. I've started to write in all of them. All of these have writing in it, and you know what? It's to the point where I had to get a separate journal for my dreams. I have a dream journal, so anything that I dream about, anything that I remember about my dreams, I write it down in my journal so I can go back to it just in case it come back up. I got journals for everything, and it, as a creative, it really has helped me to hone in and kind of focus on all my thoughts that are all over the place, and kind of recenter and refocus and actually get productive, so I can go back and be like, okay, if I wrote out some instructions or stuff that I needed to do, I got it in one place and I can go back and look at it. So I'm gonna try to we're gonna talk about journaling today, okay? February of 2021 is when I actually started to use my journals. And that's when I actually learned how to use them. It was a whole new level of journaling, and I'm like, why did I not know about this sooner? It helps you get so much weight off your mind and so many racing ideas off your mind. The way I learned how to journal, my friends told me about this app, Clubhouse, in this room where it's called Prophetic Planning for Your Day, and it's where you go in and you hear the voice of God concerning your day, your week, your month, whatever he talked to you about, you write it down. But they have structured questions that you would ask of God out loud, and then you would wait to hear to see what the response is that you can hear, you can sense, you can feel. Some people experience it in different ways. So once I started attending that, listening to that Clubhouse room, that's when I really learned how to journal. And then it changed my life. It changed my life. I ended up writing a book from it. It just really changed my life. So it's almost like a sense of therapy in a way, without having to physically go to a therapist, but to be able to purge and get all your thoughts, ideas, what have you, that's on your mind, aka brain dump. Get that all off your mind and get it out somewhere, so where it's not taking up all that space in your mind. It does something for you. It's really truly freeing. It's really freeing. Y'all, it's really freeing. Like, if you've never journaled before, I suggest you go get a notebook. It don't have to be something cute and fancy. It can be as simple as a regular school notebook, college rule, Y rule, whatever. If you got a computer sheet of paper, whatever you can find that you can keep track of to write your ideas down, I suggest that you do it, because it's really, really freeing. And to declutter your mind, it does something for you. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. So look, one of the benefits of journaling is you have a lot of stuff documented. So if you forget it, you can go back and look at it. And I always recommend that you write the day and the time that you started journaling, so you can go back and reference and be like, you have your own little archives of your thoughts that you've had. And because you never know what you'll end up writing down. You'll never. My business came out of my book came out of journaling. Business ideas have come out of journaling. Um, um, just various products have come out of journaling. You never know what will come out in your journal time. So make sure you date and time it, but you can go back and look at your archives and be like, this is the day and time where this idea came up. Like, that is amazing. It's amazing to go back and see this was the date and time that idea came about. And then you never know how long it might take for that idea to come about. You can really timestamp it and be like, from X amount of days till now, this is how long it took for that idea. So I always recommend that you date and type, but it is amazing to have your own archives, and to be able to see it in your handwriting is mind blowing. Okay. So let's get into a couple of things that you will need to journal. So first, you will need a journal. You will need a nice journal. Now, I got some sticky notes in here, but you'll need a nice journal. Like I said, it don't matter if it's just a notebook, if it's a journal, something cute like this, if it's a big one, if it's a little one. Like you saw me, I have various sizes. I got this little one. This one I stick in my purse a lot. But get something to write on and keep, so you can keep track of. And if you only have like loose leaf paper or something like that, or if you have like I said, computer paper, get you a folder that you can put all your journaling sheets in. You want to be able to keep them together so you can go back and look. The next thing you'll need, step 2, you will need a good pen. A good pen that writes smooth. I feel I can tell when I have a good pen. It's just, if you're using a pen and it doesn't flow smoothly, you want to get a good pen, okay? I prefer black pens. That's just me. If you prefer blue, purple, pink, whatever, just make sure you're able to read it when you want to go back and look at it. And make sure it writes smooth, because it really does affect the flow of when you're journaling. If you got a choppy or a janky pen, nobody wants a janky pen. Get a good pen. Another thing I would recommend, playing some good calm music. Preferably some that doesn't have words so it doesn't distract your brain while you're actually trying to write words out on your paper. But get some good calming music playing in the background so you can just, kind of just go with the flow. Sometimes I realize I'll be sitting there grooving and dancing and I'm still writing at the same time. It's a whole thing. It's beautiful. It's really a beautiful experience. So get some calming music to have in your background. Next step, you want to find a spot where you're not going to be bothered by anybody. You can really start out with a good the way I started is I started in 5-minute increments on journaling for 5 minutes with the music, and then you kind of stop and reset. So if you want to start with 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, try that out, but get to a spot where nobody's going to bother you for those few minutes. So you can actually, get into a place where you can, be at peace and calm and try to write. I mean, sometimes you're not always going to be at peace and calm journaling. Sometimes you might be in your feelings or upset or whatever, and you need to get it out. But get to a place where you can be where nobody gonna bother you. Like, let that be your self-care time, your moment of I just need to focus on me and focus on getting my thoughts out on these papers. But as you go, sometimes you might realize you might need a longer time to go ahead and journal. Take all the time you need. There is no set time that you have to sit and journal. It's whatever you feel like you need to do for you to get to a place where you can actually think and your mind is clear. So don't take my time limit. I'm not giving you a specific time limit. But to start, if you need to figure out how to go about it, I will say start with those 5, 10, 15-minute increments and then go from there. So the first thing you can do to kind of get yourself in the groove to journal is start with a brain dump. Whatever is going on in your mind, start with the brain. Just start writing it out. Whatever is going on. I ate oatmeal this morning. I felt good when I ate oatmeal this morning. Whatever it is that's going on in your mind, just write it out, get it out so you can start to get into the flow. And you know what? I was going to put the definition of brain dump on here, but Google was playing and we ain't got time for that because they doing too much. So it simply means to just download everything that's going on in your mind right now at this very moment onto your piece of paper and get it out. That's what it means, because we don't have all day. We don't have all day to be messing with Google. Child, we also make sure, like I said before, if you can see it, make sure you put your date in your time. This might be backwards, but today when I'm recording is actually Sunday. It's the 27th at 1:30. But when I post this video, it's going to be Tuesday. But this is just for sake of example. So make sure you date and time it. So like I said, you can go back and look at your archives and see what it was that you were thinking or what was going on in your mind at that point in time. Once you get your initial thoughts kind of going and flowing and you kind of get into the groove of being used to getting your thoughts out, then you could really flow. Just write, like I said, every day. If you feel like you need to get up and write, I'm gonna tell y'all what I do. I wake up every morning, Monday through Friday at 5:30 in the morning, so I can make sure I get in my journaling time and my time with God before I go to work, because I want to be straight when I go into work. I need help. I need strength. I need peace. I want God to just wrap his arms around me before I go into work. Because I don't want to go into work with a funky attitude. Because if you go into work with a funky attitude, that sets the tone for the rest of your day. Ain't nobody got time to be upset for the rest of the day. I don't want to do that. I don't want to move like that, right? So I set my tone. I get up at 5:30 every morning, Monday through Friday before work. So I've gotten to the point where I can just, okay, I let God know how I'm feeling. And then I ask him, how do you want me to operate throughout my day or my week? Sometimes he'll set up a schedule for me to what I can do. But for the sake of, if you are somebody that's just beginning on learning how to journal, just write out what it is what's going on in your mind. If you feel like you have a schedule that you need to accomplish, write all that out. Like I said, brain dump, get everything out. Don't worry about it being organized right now, but just get it all out so you can get into the flow. And then you go back and I would suggest, if you have a list of things that you need to do, and say you have 8 to 10 things you have listed, go back through and pick out the top 3 things that are the most important for you to get done that particular week. Write those on a different list. And that's why you see that I have sticky notes, because I will use a sticky note to write out like my top 3 or 4 things that I need to really accomplish for that particular week on that sticky note, and I'll stick it in my kitchen. I got to do all them things, but these 3 things are most important. So let me accomplish these so I can check them off my list. And once you get those checked off your list, you can go back to your remaining list and then pull off another 3 things that's important. So it kind of helps you get organized in a sense if you have all the stuff going on in your brain, like I do. And once you get all that stuff going and you kind of get into the flow, you just flow from there and you do it every day. And if you want to journal with God like I do, you know, if you just a beginner and you're trying to just navigate how to journal, you can go that route. But if you really want to command your day and get into a habit of journaling with God, that's a whole nother step in itself. So just go out here, brain dump and flow and do you. I just did a little bit of journaling here. While I was doing the video. So I kind of wrote down, I am recording a YouTube video today. I'm excited because it feels like it's been a while since I recorded. I'm back in action. I said I was going to show up every week. I'm doing just that. I'm not showing up perfect, but I'm showing up. And this is something that I have to do for myself. So I am committed to showing up. So look, that's the video. I hope, look, and let me know in the comments if y'all are journalers. Like, let me know how y'all like journaling. Let me know what's up. Like, let me know, how it changes your day, how it affects you for journaling and things like that, and how your productivity, how does it help with freeing your mind. Let me know if you're a journaler, if you're a new journaler. Let me know. Let me know if you've been out here journaling in these streets for a minute. Let me know in the comments. So yes, I hope y'all enjoyed. So y'all go out, declutter your minds, get all of your emotions out, get that piece of paper full. Make sure you date and time it. Get a good journal, get a good piece of paper that you can keep track of. Make sure you get a good pen, as it makes a difference. Set the mood, set the tone, get some cool, calming music. You can kind of get into the flow, whether it's jazzy, instrumental, whatever it is. Set your mood, set your tone, so you can get to flowing, and so we can declutter our minds. And look, I know this is something that might be new for some of you. Some of you, it may not be new at all. You might be an expert, but whatever it is, I commend you for clearing your mind and gaining a healthy mind and decluttering your mind. And look, come on, bring it in. Give me a hug. I'm so proud of you. I love y'all. I needed that hug. So even if you didn't need a hug, I needed it. So thank you. Y'all have a good day. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. So until next time, see y'all. I can't really dance. Like, if I sit down and do stuff with my arms and stuff, it look like I can dance. But once I stand up and try to dance, I ain't got it. I can do some hustles or something, but I ain't got it. Why I get hot as soon as I sit down to record a video? This don't make no sense.